It's just more fun for the kids. I mean, opportunity for them to be able to play more games. And like we try to add games every year, try to add new things every year to our backpack giveaway. But I think Dave and Buster's a great opportunity for these kids just to walk around, play a lot of games, have a lot of fun, and then get their backpack, get their school supplies, and get ready to go back to school. It's just an opportunity for me. I'm blessed, you know what I mean? I have an opportunity to play the game that I love on the highest level. But the most important thing is to give back to the community. I never had the opportunity to meet my favorite player or an NBA player or anything like that in that caliber growing up where I'm from in Raleigh, North Carolina. So to be able to play in Washington, D.C. where my dad is from and then to be able to give back is a big opportunity for me. So I try as much as possible to keep my hands on in the community and do a lot. I mean, a lot of kids would look up to us, and I think every move we make, we don't really understand that kids and people are watching. So, I mean, the new era we have is social media is big. I can go outside today and trip, somebody gonna post it. I mean, back in the day, you didn't have that. So I enjoy getting back to the community, have a lot of fun for these kids, let them have fun. I try to make sure I keep a clean image, show a good time to these kids, make sure they understand that education is first. That's the most important thing. And then I play the game that I love on the highest level. I mean, you can take the money away, I still will play the game as much as I do because I love it that much. So to show these kids that whatever they want to be, a doctor, a teacher, a fireman, whatever they can do it, just make sure you lock in and listen to your parents. Just finished my last exam for math this semester, so I mean, I'm back in school myself, so that's one thing I would tell these kids is no matter how much money you make, how much you do, or what, I'm going to my 10th year in the NBA, so, but I'm still going back to school trying to get my degree, so that's one thing I promised my mom and my dad, so I just finished my math exam on Thursday before I came here, so I wasn't happy about it. I didn't like to study, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you want to be. Two more years left. 2 more years left, so. I left after my freshman year, and I take classes here and there, so throughout this season while I ain't playing, I'm gonna be taking classes and being a great assistant coach. The most important thing is just learn, you know what I mean? Invest, do all those type of things, learn how to make more money, learn how to teach people other stuff about business, but the most important thing I want to do with it is because I promised my dad before he passed that I would go to college and get a degree. And I had the opportunity to leave after my freshman year and go play for this organization, so I'm very excited for that. And this is where my dad from, but I definitely want to get a degree. My sister's the first one to get a degree for my family. I'm trying to be the second one. No, I didn't understand the gravity. I'm gonna tell you, man. When I was about to leave high school, they told me I had the opportunity to go to the league. I was like, man, I'm about to go to the league. But I want to go to college. I mean, it's a great experience. If I could have stayed for 4 years, I would have enjoyed it, but you can't go back and go do what I did. So my perspective on leadership is you got to be able to lead by example first. That's the most important thing is lead by example, and then you teach everybody how to lead. I mean, a lot of people don't have those characters and those traits and those personality to be a leader. It takes a lot to be a leader, so it's a lot of change going on with leadership, man. Like, it's tough, though, because with the change of leadership is some people try to be a leader, but they don't know how to be a leader. So sometimes people lead by example or like to follow people. I'm one of those people that like to lead by myself. I understand what I'm talking about. I do a lot of research on what I'm talking about, and I feel like I'm strong enough to be a leader. Yes, man, I feel like I'm in solitary. I feel like but no, it's great, though, man. To have an organization that care for me, understand me, and respect me and not trying to force me to come back super early, that's the most important thing. So the whole time when I'm rehabbing, I'm taking my time. Like when I feel like I'm ready and they feel like I'm ready, they're not trying to push me back to try to play. So it's great. I mean, I've been for 10 years. They understand what I've been through. I played through injuries. I want to give everything I have for the organization, the city. So each day I'm just taking my time. I feel great, though. I've been jogging the last couple of days. I'll be on the court doing basketball workouts. I'm doing my weightlifting every day. So I don't know where I'm at. Don't want to lie to you guys. I always try to be honest with y'all. So I don't know exactly where I'm at, but I know I'm making progress and I'm headed where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not rushing myself back. It's been cool for me. I think the difference for me is I didn't really rupture my Achilles the whole way. I kind of partial tear, so it's a difference than kind of what most people had in the past. I don't have that long scar on my leg. I got like a little baby scar. I feel like it's great, man. You know what I mean? I think Tommy's been around for a long time. I mean, we always waiting to see who the new GM was going to be or what pieces they was going to add. I'm very excited for everybody that got a raise, everybody that got a job. And the most important thing is us as players and those guys that's in the front office to do their job, and we got to do our job. I like Rui. When I talked to Rui, I talked to him when he first got drafted. I think he'd be exciting for us. He's going to take some time trying to learn the NBA game, but I think he can help us out a lot. I think it's a great year for him to try to develop and learn as much as possible. It's great, man. Like I said, Brad's one of the young guys that I think since day one, since he got drafted, he's very mature for his age. A lot of guys don't have that maturity that he has, and you give a lot of praise to both his parents for raising him the right way. But it was great. Like I had no intention of going to NBA Awards at all. And he texted me like, "Yo, you going to the awards?" I'm like, "No." He was like, "Well, I'm about to win the Community Assist Award." I think before everybody knew, it was like, I want you to present me the award." I said, "That's a no-brainer." I mean, like a lot of people try to stimulate like our relationship, but we're two young guys that want to be superstars in this league. And I mean, at times we got two young guys that are trying to build their name up and build a chemistry in this league. It's kind of tough, but we find a way to make it work. Nah, I ain't counseling him, man. I mean, he's his own man. I mean, like I say, any day, you never know. Like you can sign an extension or not sign an extension. You never know if an injury can happen or something can go vice versa years later. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think Brad's a very smart young guy. He gonna make the best decision for himself and the organization. I think he enjoyed DC. I mean, he won the Community Assist Award, all the things he did here. I think he loved playing with me, so I think he will sign it. But if he don't, that means he's blanking on himself to get a better extension next year. Yeah, I talk about it every day, man. Like I said, like sometimes you can bank on yourself. Sometimes it's not good at banking on yourself. I mean, I had the opportunity where I felt like if I didn't want to sign, I could have waited one more year to try to make All-NBA again. It's very tough. You only got like 7 guys that's gonna make All-NBA every year. So I was like, they offered me the extension, I'm gonna sign it. And I look at Boog and IT, I think those guys are very talented. And we know what those guys was to this league. IT almost led the league in scoring. Boog always been an all-star, all that. It just, I mean, sometimes you can't really control what God plan is. So I feel like, I hope those guys get the opportunity to make that type of money they would have made a couple years ago when they was one of the top players in this league. So I don't regret it. I hear everybody talk about like I got the worst contract in the NBA. That's fine. I feel like when I was playing, everybody said I deserved that. You know what I mean? Now I'm injured and everybody say he don't deserve it. So all those critics that keep talking, keep that same energy in a couple of years.